Hi there, Malcolm here for my 420th Booktube video, and today I'll be bringing you my wrap-up for May's reading. Kicking off with the numbers, I'm sorry to say I only managed to complete 7 titles during the month of May. The reading slump I've hit is still chipping away at me, but 7's not bad. It did total 1,839 pages and 22.28 hours, but comparing it to May of 2025 means I am 3 books down on the 10 that I managed that year, 289 pages down and 3.75 hours down. So not a great comparison. However, running totals from the 1st of January to the end of May for both years, I can say I've completed 60 books so far this year, which is only 3 less than the 63 from the same time last year, totaling 14,469 pages, which is 1,347 pages more than the 13,122 pages I managed last year, and 111.9 hours compared to 111.06 hours, which is a slight 0.84 hour increase. So I'm just ahead. I just need to keep the momentum going there. Of the 7 titles, 4 were novels, 2 were graphic novels or comic strip collections in this case, and 1 was a non-fiction book. 5 were part of a series, 2 were part of trilogies. There were no standalones this time. 1 book was a reread, 1 book I read aloud to my wife, and 1 book I listened to on Audible. I own all 7 of them, although whether you really own non-physical media is up for debate, and 1 tome which is 500 pages or more. It was my Audible, but still technically counts. And as usual, I have done an individual review for all of the books I'm about to show you, so I'm not going to go into great detail. I'll just tell you what it was, wave it at you, and then give it my score, and then move on to the next one. So with 7 books to get through, it's not a huge amount, but let's get cracking. So first up, I read the Encyclopedia Prehistorica Dinosaurs. This is a wonderful pop-up book on dinosaurs. Like so. I really enjoyed it. At about 14 pages it is remarkably short, but it's quite a thick book even so, because of all the engineering that went into it. A bigger book would be quite a bit bigger. But you buy a pop-up book for the pop-up aspect. Booktastic. And after that, I then read The Collapsing Empire by John Scalzi. This is book 1 of the Interdependency trilogy, which effectively chronicles the beginning of the collapse of a galaxy-spanning empire, because the wormholes or whatever they use are going to stop working. And so there's lots of politicking and intrigue in terms of who's going to be in charge when the shift of which planet is the centre planet of these gateways changes. Except people are working on assumptions and incorrect data. Very entertaining, a strong beginning of a trilogy, booktastic. And after that, I then reread The Stainless Steel Rat Goes to Hell by Harry Harrison. This is book 9 of the Stainless Steel Rat series, if you go chronologically through his life. And this one, Slippy Jim travels the multiverse in search of his missing wife. And one of the places happens to be hell, but not the hell that you necessarily expect it to be. As a reread, I had no recollection of the first time I read this, which surprised me because this is really good. Worth buying. After that, I then read The Faith of Beasts by James S.A. Corey to my wife. This is book 2 of the Captives War trilogy, chronicling a group of humans who had been taken captive by an alien race who invaded their planet and took them all off to serve their new masters. Really interesting, following all these characters as they're going through their own personal experiences of this new life that they're living and trying to put into place things that will hopefully fight back. Although it does look like there's going to be a lot of ground to cover in book 3. Worth buying. And after that, I then read The Complete Peanuts, 1979 to 1980, my first foray into reading Peanuts. Yeah, worth buying. Really enjoyed it. And after that, I then read, or rather finished listening to, Dungeon Crawler Carl, The Eye of the Bedlam Bride. That's book 6 by Matt Dinnerman, chronicling the events of level 8 of the dungeon. Excellent stuff, really enjoying the series. Did not disappoint, booktastic. And then finally, I then read The Complete Peanuts, 1981 to 1982. More of the same really, but still good stuff, worth buying. So I've only managed 7 titles, but they're all really, really good titles, so I had a good month of reading when I did manage to do any reading at all. Hoping that June is going to be a better month. Got a lot of catching up to do. How was your reading in the month of May? Comment down below please, but as usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and other GP things if you want, and until next time, see you later.